Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Listen, a lot of people are nervous, rightly so, that we do have a recession coming. And they see credit card usage going through the roof, they see debt going through the roof as far as college loans. But at the end of the day, what you have to realize is if you're heavily invested now, like if you have multiple rental properties, you have multiple things coming into your bank, if a recession happens, you're still rolling. You're still rolling. It's the guys and girls that just hold tight and conserve and don't invest anything. They're still holding on to that same money, but not making money. That's a waste of skill and talent, you know. That's why I do talk about Lending Club and Prosper, and I wrote the book Smartphone Millionaire about all the different ways you can invest, because if you've got 10 to 25 notes coming back from Lending Club, you got money coming for the next 3 to 5 years. If you got monthly dividend stocks, you got money coming for the next 3 to 5 years. If you've got, let's say you have, 3 properties, you do Airbnb, you got money coming for the next 3 or 4 years. And if Airbnb slows down, then you rent them out. But when you have options, that's where the cure is. When you don't have options, when you don't have savings, when you have high debt, that's where the crunch comes in. And a lot of people are talking about the unemployment numbers, but a lot of people don't want to work for $10 an hour. They'd rather stay at home, watch Netflix. I know, I've met them. But at the end of the day, if they got busy with that time, and yes, they have high student loan debt, and just chucked full paychecks. I mean, if they live with their parents or whatever their situation is, and they chucked full paychecks at it, it'd pretty much be gone in a year. And people go, oh, Erica, no way. A lot of people, the average student comes out of debt with like $20,000. Now, I do know people walking around with 120, 150. They're engineers. A couple of my friends are finance folks, and they have really high debt. But at the end of the day, they went to really expensive schools. But the average person is walking around with $20,000 in debt. So that's $2,000 a month for 10 months. That's $1,500 for 12 months, right? You can break it down that way. And when you say those numbers, and they go, that's so much to pay, Erica. I go, look, work your full-time job, and whatever your part-time job is, that whole check goes to that. And once you do that for a year, you'll never get in major debt again. You never will. You'll be like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm going to do this again. Because that's where the freedom is, right? If you have, if you have that debt removed from your head and the recession comes, so what? You're good. Like, you didn't incur any debt. You don't have any debt. That's the thing people are missing. You always have your cell phone, yes. You always have some insurance, yes. Food you got to eat. But in general, when people say, "Man, I'm just so broke all the time," and I go, you got to find a way to create a gap there, and that might mean you working a second job. And a lot of people who are, let's be honest, white collar professionals, they don't want to do that. And that's why I stress the Lending Club. That's why I stress the Prosper. That's why I stress the investment opportunities for monthly dividend stocks. Because at some point, if they squeak out enough over 5 years, that white collar professional has a little bit more money to squeak out, maybe $500 a month to squeak out, or a little bit less, maybe $200. But anything's better than nothing, right? If they're not willing to work the part-time job, it's tough. But if they do Notary Republic, if they do writing papers for people, if they edit papers, if they're part-time test takers, if they just do ins and out things that still fit in the mode of them being a professional, they could make a difference in their life. They really could. So again, this is Erica, Classy Climb blog. Don't give up, folks.